It's Advice Thursdays. Welcome, I'm your host, Sarah Fraser, and this week was all about following your passion and changing your job. And a lot of you are confused about following your dream, and it's so difficult, right? Like taking a leap of faith and doing something different. So I had some really difficult questions, and to be honest, you guys totally stumped me this week. I'm gonna start with the hardest one because I've done a lot of thinking about this for Stephanie. Stephanie wrote to me and she says, Sarah, I go to a local college in the DC area. I'm a third-year student with a research therapist major. I've been offered a VP job at a startup company that my friend owns. He's a very powerful business guy, and he's been successful with startups in the past. I want to be a powerful businesswoman. Here's the catch. I'd have to drop out of college. My family doesn't support me, but my gut says do it. I trust your opinion. I miss you on the radio. What do you think? Oh, Stephanie, this one is so hard because I've had so many friends who have dropped out of college and they regret it and they never go back. It's very, very difficult. So I have to tell you on this one, I know how strong it is to follow your gut, but I actually agree with your family. I think that you should finish college. And there's always different ways, as my friend Jeff G says, there's many ways to skin a cat. I would go to your friend that is doing a startup company. There has to be, maybe you take a lesser position in the company, but finish school. I think you will regret it. I believe the startup will work. I know your gut is calling, but this is not your only chance to be a businesswoman. It is your only chance to finish your degree when you're 23 years old. Stay the course. It's one more year. Get the degree. Find a lesser position at the job. I swear it'll be worth it. Brooke says that she was laid off in November, got a new job in March, but I already dislike the new job. My family is frustrated how often my passions change. I'm getting married and I want to have a kid before I turn 30. I also think I might want to be a teacher, but I love Etsy and doing all kinds of arts and craft things. I could be a decorator. I just want to help people. All right, Brooke, here's the thing. I think right now you're just suffering from you don't know where your North Star is. So my brother always goes through this too. Like, what's your true passion? I've known since I was 6 years old I wanted to be a talk show host. I would line up my dolls and I would make my cousin Leah, she would have like 10 different dollies from 5 different dolly dads. And I knew I wanted to be a talk show host. But here's the book that I want you to read. This is one of my favorites, Dr. Wayne Dyer's book. It's called The Power of Intention. And it's all about meditating and focusing on what your dreams and your passions are and then cultivating them. And I think if you get quiet and you meditate, you may actually find what your calling is. You say you want to be a teacher, I would go back and do it. It is always worth it. You should have your own career, like something of your own, and be a mom. So there's my advice on that one. This one's from Anonymous. Sarah, since I can remember, I wanted to be a nurse or doctor, but because of money, I ended up getting stuck in an accounting position that I hate. Do I quit and go back to school? I'd be so broke for 4 to 5 years. How do I make it work? I'm 23. You're 23! Do it! Do it, do it, do it. Oh my God, it will work out. Like, if I can tell you anything, I moved from Washington. I knew no one. I ended up and worked and chipped away on the #1 morning show in this area. You know, not to mention it grew and became even bigger than that. Do it. Follow your dream. You're going to wake up in 7 or 8 years and you're going to hate it if you don't. Jennifer goes, Sarah, I have a 2-month grace period before starting at grad school. I'm worried about paying my bills. Do I move in with my parents or do I tough it out? Girl, that is so easy. Move in with your parents, please. I'm in this sunroom. I'll put a bed in the sunroom. Look at this. Here's my bed. I'm living in a friend's sunroom until my dreams happen. A lot of people are afraid to take a couple steps back to take a giant leap forward. Move in with your mama and your papa. It will save you a ton of money. Alan says, I was in the chiropractic business for 7 years. He says, he was in a different field, sorry. He was in the chiropractor's office when I tweeted out that this week was about following your passion and changing your job. Thanks, Alan. I swear I can read. Anyway, Alan writes, Sarah, I thought you were speaking to me when you put up that tweet. I've been at my job for 7 years. It's a great commute, but I'm really unhappy. I love dance, and I feel like it's time. Go be a dancer. Alan, this is what I always say to myself. And when I was making a career change, what's the worst that can happen? Just ask yourself that and play out the situations. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Okay, you follow your passion of being a dance instructor or being a dancer, and it doesn't work out for the next 3 years. Then you go back to the type of position that you were in. You know, you're very well qualified. You've been doing that. The alternative to me of not taking a leap is like never knowing. And then you live all these years and you've never really lived. Like, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Something will appear for you and it's time. You have a proven track record for working. It's amazing. And my favorite one is from Twitter, and it's from @Mario with an S. And Mario says, Sarah, how can I become an ostrich trainer? Ostrich, you know the bird, when I grow up. Okay, Mario, here's my answer. You need to go get an internship at the American Ostrich Association. It really does exist. So Google American Ostrich Association, yeah, and go work with them. And then I hear that ostriches love, dogs barking, I hear that ostriches love Rolos. I read that they enjoy candy. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. Hope you enjoyed Advice Thursday. Next week, you can, of course, always email me your suggestions. Sarah@heyfrage.com is the email, and let me know. I will see you then.